Yo, what's good? What's Gucci? What's poppin'? You already know who it is. Well, maybe you don't, because my channel, let's face it, only has like 140 people. But y'all know who I am, right? Well, my name's Key, and this is another stream, and I'm only gonna be in here for like an hour, maybe, because it's already late. But I just cannot resist the temptation to do a little bit of Neovim it up tonight. In fact, what I really want to do tonight is I want to work on setting up a new configuration. I know that I've just started getting a little bit comfortable with my current configuration. Okay, let's face it, it's still a struggle. But anyways, I've just realized like now that I know some of the basic Vim motions and that those are fairly consistent, now that I understand how the whole configuration process works, I think I might be better off now just getting like a more robust configuration starter pack so that I don't have to go off and like on these tangents of like procuring, you know, all these things myself. So I think the hard part when I was first doing Vim was I tried to start off with one of those big pre-made bundles or whatever they're called, and it was like too much. And doing Kickstarter or Kickstart.neovim, this thing right here, doing this helped a lot because it kind of just made me see like the essentials. But now I'm ready for something that's going to be more robust, especially because I don't want to like have a very customized setup. I want a setup that's easy to replicate, if that makes sense. I want a setup that I could very easily do from any computer in case I need to like do one at my job or something like that. And maybe they don't want me like using my own personal configurations. They want me to use something that's like, open source or whatever. Um, then I can always just use one that's like Lazy Vim. What's it called? Lazy Vim. So this is the one I'm going to try tonight. In the past, I've tried Doom, Neovim. This one's based on Doom Emacs. And I only thought to try it because I don't know. I like the aesthetic. I don't have a deeper reason, to be completely honest. But I do enjoy the aesthetic. But the reason why I'm going to do Lazy Vim is because this is made with Lazy Vim, the package manager for Neovim. It's made with that in mind, and that seems to be a really important part of like configurations and plugins and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know if it's like better to use it because of that reason, but that's what I'm going to go with for now. So yeah, so I'm going to do this, and then I know I can always come to this website to like learn what their key maps are, and I feel fairly confident. I'm just going to back up my current configuration, which is a part of their installation anyways. So, but yeah, so it'll have the file explorer built into it. It'll have some key maps. It'll have all the plugins, I guess the generic ones that it thinks are just generally good to have. I don't know if this will have any language, what's it called, the LSP, the language server. I don't know too much about that particular part, but I do want to make sure that I have the stuff I need so that it works with Golang. And I don't know if it'll come with that stuff, that specific stuff. So I might have to still do the installation for that. But yeah, I'm just gonna do this one. So. Oh, part of how I decided to do this one was because I was using Claude earlier, and I was just asking Claude to give me. I can show you the conversation actually. One second, give me 1 second. I don't want y'all all up in my business. Here it is. I had a conversation with Claude about popular Neovim things And so when I asked here, it was like Lazy Vim's the most popular one. Um, I actually didn't even check out AstroVim. Um, actually, that might be a good one. Let me just check it out really quick. See, what I'm having a hard time with is I'm not convinced that whatever differences there are between these are going to be meaningful to me. And certainly they're not going to be useful for me to make a decision about which direction to go. Because I just don't know enough about it to be like all into like the super details. And honestly, like I don't really care. Like I'll just adapt whatever I get and modify it from there. That's what I'm thinking. And maybe not even do a whole lot of that because I really just want like just a generic setup that's like easy to replicate and doesn't depend on a whole bunch of extra gizmos and whatever. So that if I ever need to like reset up, I know how to do that in a fairly consistent way because I want to minimize the difference between my development experiences wherever I develop. If that makes sense. I don't want there to be like a difference as far as this stuff goes. So I can just like learn one thing and become really, really good at it. Like really, really good at it. Like second, what's that word I'm looking for? I want it to just be like where the tool I'm working with, I don't have to think about it anymore. So that it's not getting in the way of me writing code or expressing my ideas. AstroVim doesn't seem too bad. Let's see, maybe I can use this a little bit more and ask it a question. Give me a table of comparison between Astro, NVIM, Lazy, NVIM, and Doom, NVIM. I think those were the ones. Lunar. I'm already doing Kickstart. I need like an IDE type experience. That's really what I need is this IDE experience. Yeah. Let's see what it says. How do I make this bigger? Oh gosh, this table is way too... How are you gonna do me like this? I can't even read this whole thing. Maybe I can put this in Markdown. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Astro Neovim is Packer for the package manager, Lazy and Packer. Let me ask this question then. Between the different package managers, what's the best one to use and why? I want the one that is most supported and has the most and will give me the most access to things. Yeah, just give me the run-of-the-mill, whatever the best option is. Well, it's a Lua-based configuration. I don't know what that really means. No longer actively maintained. Oh, okay. Say less. Say less. Okay, I need my things maintained. You ain't maintaining, you ain't gaining. And I ain't doing it. I ain't doing all of that. Okay, so Vim plug. Simple to use, works both well with Vim and Neovim. That's kind of nice. Slower. Nope, I'm good. Nah, I'm good, bro. Okay, so Lazy Vim is the way to go. And out of these three options, Lazy Vim is the one that is only used by Lazy Vim. Okay, well, there you go. Okay, so let me ask this question then. If I get Lazy Vim, what would I need to add so that it is an actual IDE experience? Let me ask you that, broski. I don't know why I think about Claude, this AI, as being male, which is really strange because for whatever reason, I think of AI as being feminine. Like in my mind, I think of AI as being like feminine. I have no clue what that means, but I think the name Claude just seems like a dude's name, like my bro Claude or something. I don't really know. I always call it Claude. Claude. Okay, so let's read our answer here. I'll outline the essential additions to transform LazyVim into a full IDE. Okay, I didn't want you to write me code. Just tell me in plain language as a summary. I don't want to read code right now. I just want to read a description, bro. Okay. Debugging with... Let me tell y'all, I do not use the debugger. I don't. I know how to use it if I really need to, but there is hardly ever anything where I need to use a friggin' debugger. Yeah, just hardly anything that I could think of where a debugger was needed and I couldn't figure out how to see in the code with the console log. Yeah, debugger to me is... Oh, well, it was useful a little bit when I was doing like some Java development, I guess. When you don't necessarily have the ability to see something in a log. I can see that. But not for like JavaScript development. Or Golang. Neo tests with adapters for programming languages. This is nice, but I don't think I need the testing framework. Because if I can't get it to work in Neovim, I'm just going to use the terminal. Like, I don't have a problem with clicking out of Neovim. Like, I don't need to be everything in Neovim. I'm not, like, of that camp right now. And also, I don't like having to type a colon and an exclamation point just to run a damn command in my terminal. So, Neovim, you don't need to do anything terminal related for me right now, at least. Until I'm willing to learn some more custom commands, I guess. But yeah, so that's fine. Same thing with Git. I'm actually fully okay with just using a separate terminal window for Git as well as testing, and even like running my application. I don't know. I just don't need to do that in Git. So I could go without those. Project management. I don't know what that means. Task runner for build test commands. Oh, this must be like some type of miniature pipeline or something. Can you build like custom tasks? I need to know more about that. So this is how I'm spending my Neovim session tonight, I guess, just doing some research. Language specific tools. Okay, I do need this, but I know how to get this, at least to get to my current Golang setup, at least. That's not too much. Quality of life features, terminal, symbol outline for code navigation, enhanced error and warning. I will get all that through my LSP stuff, my language specific tools. And I don't use Copilot, or what's Codium? I never heard of that one. Oh, it's free? That's pretty cool, actually. It's free, that's dope. Oh, it's free-ish. Oh, you get unlimited suggestions. What are they selling, though? super complete. I kind of wonder if the reason why a company would offer free autocomplete is so that they can gather analytics about what you're making and to do that for a bunch of people at scale. So I don't know. I should, nah, I'm good. I would rather just ask Claude and go through that process. I don't need it to be. I don't need somebody writing my code for me. Okay, I want to type. I like typing. You know. In fact, I want to type right now. Let's do a little bit of monkey type, and I'll come back. Yeah, don't take away the joy of typing the characters and thinking and struggling away from me. That's why I program, because I like to do that. That's how I am, and I like that. Sorry, I got a little ghetto there for a second. Something came over me. Okay, let's get back to this. Oh, shit. Let me start over. Fuck. Okay, I don't know what the cussing rules are, but I'm going to stop cussing. That was so distracting to type because whatever I just typed up was ridiculous sounding. It was very hard. It was very hard to not sit there and think about the thing I'm typing. Who submitted that? That was a thick English quote. In the dream house. I feel like that was from the Bible. Okay, well, I am not responsible for whatever is on this app that they're having me type. I'm just there to type it, okay? Don't shoot the messenger. Ah! Oh, damn. This is a long thing. What am I typing? They got me typing in somebody's college report. Oh God, this is too long. Oh, okay. So just be aware the characters do tend to wander a bit. They why are left in some kind of free roam mode at night. Okay, I can't finish this. I'm not gonna finish this. This is way too much. Whoever put this was, I wanted something a little bit long, not that long. Okay, you don't need to have me typing up a whole dang chapter of a book. This is a scam. Okay, let's do this one. See, now I'm messing up. Okay. Oh, 88 words per minute, baby. Oh yeah. I think I can do better than that. I'm gonna do it a couple more times and I'm gonna get back to my thing. Okay. That was a weird sentence. Frodo looking at the map and seeing the white borders, being kind of weirded out. I've never read Lord of the Rings though, so I don't know what that book's about. I've seen the movies though. Ooh. Oh man. Okay. I'm good on that for a second. Let's go back to this. Okay, so we have I think I've sort of settled on lazy Vim. I think the package manager situation, that is a pretty strong difference in what I'd be getting, because if packer.nvim is no longer, it seems like it's stable, but it's no longer in development. So that means it's not going to get better. And I want that. I need that. And look at the startup time difference. LazyVim is so much faster. That seems like that matters because if I keep using the same configuration for a long time, it might continue to grow. And this is such a significant difference for a starting point. So this is just lighter and slimmer. Okay. I don't need all the configs in the world. Learning curve is moderate. I'm fine with that. I'm smart. I'm a smart guy, you know what I'm saying? I can do that. I'm not intimidated. Configuration style, modular with clear separation. I like the way that sounds. So that means that the files are broken up and they have clear responsibilities for what their part of the configuration is supposed to be doing. Okay, I can deal with that. Okay, minimal and clean, that's fine by me. LSP support. Ooh, do I need to set up the LSP? Let's see. My typing is now terrible because my fingers are tired. Okay. I find that my prompts tend to be very sloppy because AI is so good at like just sort of inferring what you mean. I feel like it's so good at inferring things, at least for like simple prompts, that my typos and grammatical errors, I just don't even bother. And usually I get exactly what I want, even if I don't fix my language, which is very impressive, but it's also making me just a tad bit lazy sometimes. Okay, so project management tools, telescope, switch between different projects, numbers, last position, and each project can automatically set up workspaces. See, I'm not a big workspacer. I'm not a big workspace. Even in like VS Code, I don't use workspace configurations. I just don't. I don't want to do any of that stuff. I don't. I want to be simple and clean. Simple and clean. So I could just focus on coding. I don't want to have to juggle a bunch of shit. I just don't. I don't have time for that. I will never have time for that. Overseer Neovim runs and builds. Run your build test commands in the background. Yeah, I don't know. All this stuff here sounds great, but this would not make me choose one tool over the other, because this is stuff that it's like very low value for me, at least right now, because I just don't even do a lot of this stuff in my current workflow, and I'm not the kind that's like of wanting to avoid terminal work. I don't mind the terminal. I don't need Neovim to solve all that stuff for me or whatever. If it ends up being the best tool, then I will just go manually install plugins for these things. But otherwise, I'm good. Okay. Simple setup. This telescope. Okay, I don't need that. I have this right here. Yeah, okay, so as long as I have this, then I'm good. Yeah, then I'm good. Okay. So I think we're good to go with LazyVim. I'm glad I took some time to look into this AstroVim one and also do a little bit more comparison. You know, God bless the people who use these, but the package manager thing seems awfully important to me. Also, when I first looked at this one, I guess besides the fact that the last commits here were like a year ago, ooh, the last release is 2022. I saw this part right here where it's like, this project is not abandoned. And in my mind, I'm thinking, the fact that you have to tell me that is a red flag. This right here didn't make me feel any better, okay? It's like when someone tells you like, don't be scared. I don't know, I should be a little worried. When someone says, everything's gonna be all right. Well, people only say that when shit's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I kind of feel about this. So, no thank you. I'll see you on another day. I wish you the best, but goodbye. Because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Okay. I live in the ghetto. Please don't mind my background noise. It'd be hectic over here. Okay, so we're going to use Lazy Neovim. And I think they have a setup guide on their website. And it has the instructions for backing up. Hey, okay, that's awesome. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's give this a try. I might end up having to like do this many times over because that always happens when I try to do Neovim stuff. But hopefully I've learned something and this is smoother than it was before. So I'm gonna do this to make my backups. Okay, that worked. And I always get these messages because I just copy the comments with it, but they still work. And then this will, let me just check really quick. .config. So we took my Neovim folder and made a backup so that we can clone this repo here for LazyVim into my config folder. And then we're going to remove the git file. Most people don't know this. I didn't realize this until recently. Most people don't know this, but if you do ls, you'll see all the files in your directory. But if you do ls-a, it'll show you all the invisible files or the hidden files in your directory as well. It's not like a super esoteric secret, but a lot of people don't know that. And Git, like when you have a file or a repo that's configured for Git or GitHub, there's like a file that specifically holds that information. And it's this right here, this .git file. Anyway, so this is going to have me remove that file, because what I really want to do is after I get these configurations and stuff set up, I want to push my variation of their configuration. I want to push mine to my own GitHub so that I can have a copy of however I choose to, handle the installation after I get their stuff working when I want to modify it for my own use. Okay, so we did that, and I think now all we have to do is just run Neovim. Let's cross our fingers and our toes and our eyeballs and hope for the best. Oh Lord, please don't break on me. Please don't give me a weird error. I just get a sense of anxiety. Don't do me wrong. Please don't do me wrong. It looks like it's doing pretty good. My heart's racing. Who else is anxious? It's like watching a very dramatic film or something. Okay, I think it's done. I'm just gonna press the U button because that says update. And I want to make sure you did that part. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm just going to push buttons here. What does sync do? I feel like syncing is a good thing. That's why I pushed it. Okay, so I think this is good now. And then it says here to run lazy health. Just to make sure everything is good. Okay, we got an error here. Okay. I need to install Lua Rocks. See, this is the part where they get me messed up. So what I need to do in this situation is put this on my GitHub firstly and foremostly. And then we can do all the extra stuff that you're asking me to do. Because last time I didn't do that. And I never got to enjoy the fruits of my labor. We're just getting the first part installed. So let's do that. Okay, we're gonna be the Neovim folder. And we're gonna just open this up in code. Because I be forgetting how to make a new repo just to the terminal. So we're just gonna do it here. I gotta restart. I should check the chat. Hey, what's up? 68. 68's good. I really don't even know what's considered like the norm. For some reason, I thought that 100, because I haven't done like the words per minute thing in a long time, since very recently. So in my mind, for some reason, I thought like 100 was like normal, but I didn't know my own words per minute when I thought that. I guess I just thought that for some reason. But yeah, I feel like 68, now that I've like seen other people do that kind of stuff, I feel like 68 is like normal, like about average. It's not bad at all. You started learning about Django like The kind that's unchained, like Django Unchained, or you mean like Django the is Django, it's a Python thing, but I don't know exactly what it is. I would love to play around with more Python, but I'm gonna be that guy just for a second. My only real gripe with Python is that somewhere deep within my spirit, I sort of hope that one day I can write code that's like really fast and can do all sorts of really cool stuff that requires a lot of like processing. And I feel like Python for me is more like that fun language that I can like make something real quick and get my hands dirty real fast with, because it doesn't take a whole lot, and and I feel like it's very easy and accessible to like write applications with it. But I just feel like with Python, none of my ideas will ever be able to scale. Like if I made something really cool with Python, I would have to rewrite it in another language in order to make it actually work if I want to do it at scale or whatever. So that's my only like issue with it, but I do use a lot of Python. I just don't use it for like web development. I will use Python mostly for experiments. Actually, let me show you my repo real quick. Let me GitHub. I have this. I'll put the link in the chat too if you want to check it out. So I have a whole repo here on GitHub. These are like my weird experiments. Yo, check this out. Okay, so I did a Pokemon data analysis. It wasn't like super deep, but I was like playing around with like basically comparing the stats between different Pokemon just to see if there's like any trends between like the legendary Pokemon versus the regular one. So I did all of that weird stuff. I also did a data analysis of Beyonce's lyrics. Don't ask, it was a weird project, but basically I was like doing sentiment analysis on her lyrics in order to figure out like how that stuff would score with some machine learning. And I learned that Beyonce's albums, they have very consistent uses of certain words and generally neutral sentiment scores, which means that like if, for example, if an audience member were to like listen to a Beyonce song, they wouldn't feel really negative or positive about it because it's neutral. And that's at least what the machine learning algorithm suggested when I used it. I just used the natural language processing package that's for Python. So I did some stuff for that. Oh, I made this thing here. This is a binaural tone creator. So if you ever listen to like binaural beats, this is basically how you can make those tones, and then you can make more than one tone at a time, which creates interference beats. So that's what this is right here. I made an image processor. I'm still working on this one, but just being able to process images and and basically extract data from them. So data about the color and data about like values, distribution, pixels, just stuff like that. And then I made a game actually in Python. It's like it's still kind of like buggy, but it's a player versus player card style battle game, and I only have 2 cards in here. Yeah, the Beyonce project was really weird. I was really excited about it, but then I was like, I don't know if I'm allowed to do this because like I don't know like what the rules are when it comes to using lyrics, because I'm not like making anything to sell. I'm really just playing around for learning purposes. But I got all of the lyrics for all of her albums on this website called what was it called? Kaggle. Yeah, I went to this website called Kaggle. And I just like searched their data sets and I was like, I wonder if Beyonce's in here. Beyonce is the queen of the internet. She's everywhere. And turns out she was in here. Let me see what she's still here. Beyonce. I went to her concert, which is why I was like, let me see if she's there because I love her music. Here, this is the thing I use. So Beyonce's song lyrics. And I just used this data set here. And I did my whole like little Python experiment based on all this. And this is like the lyrics for so I was comparing the lyrics for all of her music and like doing analysis over it, just to see if I could learn something about her actual music and what is it mechanically about the music, or that I could like investigate through data at least. And I'll come back to that project one of these days. Yeah, Beyonce on Kaggle, that is, yeah, who would have thought, right? Obviously, Beyonce didn't think about it because I'm sure if she thought about it, she'd make them take it off, but it's fine. Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff on here, though. Like, if someone's looking for, like, data to work with for a project, even if it's just for, like a personal project just to play around with something, I feel like having realistic data is really, really important. And I feel like it should be free to use as long as you're not making money off of it. But like I said, I don't know the rules and stuff. What library? Oh, so I used NLP Python. I think that's just what it's called. Oh, NLTK, Natural Language Toolkit. So this can do tokenization for you. And it also has some built-in functionality that can do... Okay, so there's really two parts. You gotta have the NLTK, but also if you want to do like sentiment analysis and that kind of stuff, you have to have like a provider that can take in your tokens and stuff and actually provide you like with that output. So I don't know how any of that stuff works on the inside. I just know that I use this in combination with Hugging Face. But you need to have a data set to work with. That's the thing. Once you have a data set to work with, then you just find like an API that you can work with to provide you with like sentiment analysis, like word clouds and all that kind of stuff. So you can do like, you can even use that same stuff to do like text-to-speech transformations and stuff. You just have to find the provider. And there's like websites like Hugging Face is one that you can work with. Also, it holds data sets too. But there was also, what was it? There was like an AI API website. I can't remember what it was called. No, it's not Rapid API. Rapid API is good. It might have some good options here too. But there was like a website that it was just like all these different not open source, but just like independent models that anyone could make and anyone could allow people to use. Was it this? I can't remember it. I can't remember what it was called. But yeah, to answer your question, I mostly used NLTK. But if you go to this project, you can see the code for yourself. Here, let me just drop the link. I don't know if I can put a link in here. There you go. So I used NLTK, and oh gosh, this was so long ago too. I did this thing like last year. Oh gosh, it's been so long. Vectorizer, word cloud. Yeah, just mostly NLTK. And to be completely honest, I did this a long time ago, but I did this with a little bit of help from ChatGPT. It didn't write the code for me because at that time it didn't have a code interpreter to write actual Python, but I did get some help with it. I thought that there was a... Yo, you're getting me one to like work on this now. So anyways, the fun part of this project for me was just being able to work with data that's stored in like a CSV too. So like I just had all the data in the CSV. I had to do some data cleanup and all that kind of stuff. To me was just like a lot of fun. So yeah, NLTK is great. Yeah, NLTK is awesome. Even just learning how to like prepare data and to do tokenization, that part's also really valuable to learn too. Yeah, I might end up doing a lot more of that stuff at some point in the future, but it's like definitely a strong thing to do if you have Python as your background. I think Golang is starting to get some more stuff like this, but I don't think people like do Golang for machine learning. Not at this point. Have you ever tried PyTorch? I want to try that. I want to try PyTorch. I still feel like very unclear of exactly what PyTorch can do or like how it fits into the bigger picture of things, but I like stuff that seems popular. It makes me curious. It's probably shallow. Okay, so I got this set up. It seems to be working. And the next thing I need to do is make my Git repo that I'm gonna keep this in, so that I don't have to worry about losing it when I do my next step, which is to set up the Golang stuff. So github.com, new repository. What are we gonna call this one? We're gonna call this one. This is like my third time putting my Neovim configs on GitHub. This is my third freaking repo the past like 7 days. Let's just call this one keys lazy .npim. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need a README. We don't need any of these things. I think we're actually good with this. Oh shoot, I put that in the wrong space. I put that at my jobs ownership. They don't own this. This is my thing. Let's transfer it back to me. Oopsie daisy. My bad. They're gonna be like, oops, why'd you do that? I'm like, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, let's get it going. Got it good. Okay, great. Okay, so I can just go here. This will open up the new location. Okay, so it's now my thing again. Perfect. Perfecto. Perfectamundo. Okay, so now I just need to have this as the remote in my folder. Wait, let me just double check. Make sure I'm here. Okay, good. Git init. My students are now at the point where they're learning about Git branching, and also just more about Git in general. And yeah, it's really cool because I feel like the Git stuff. Wait, what happened? Failed to push some refs to GitHub. Git status. Git remote -v. Git. What does that mean? Oh shoot. Wait, is this gonna be let's try this. Wait, don't tell me I actually made this master. Okay. Source ref spec main does not match any. Git status, git add, git init. There you go. That, I don't know what that message meant. I guess this must have meant that this message does not seem like it makes sense, but after I added my stuff and pushed it, then it worked. I don't know, Git be tripping. But anyways, we got what we needed up here, so I'm happy about that. Okay, so now we're safe and sound. I can go ahead and let's start Neovim again. And do they have a thing where I can just open up my Neovim only stuff here? Search in, it was in my old thing. What would it be here? Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. I need to. I'm so used to Kickstarter now. Kickstarter had it where there was like a shortcut to open up your Vim configurations inside of Vim, no matter where you were. And I guess this doesn't have that. But I guess if we go, oh, okay. So it's in the place. Okay, oh, there's no need to worry. Okay, so now that I got that working, oh shoot, we gotta do two things. Okay, I gotta do my Golang part, and then I also need to address this. So let's do this part first. Lua rocks. I have a banana. I'm gonna eat this. I don't care if I'm on the stream or not. You already know that I be eating on my stream. Why is my overlay very big? I don't know. I feel like I'm a ghost in the machine. Like when I see my overlay, it makes me feel like I'm like this AI bot inside of the computer. Like I live in my desktop. But I have two settings for this. I can do it like this, or I can do it like this. Just depends what my vibe is. But I do think that this one's kind of nice, the small one. Really, I just want y'all all up in my business while I'm eating my food. So you have to watch me chew every morsel. Like a goat chewing its cud. That's what I'm on. What is Lua Rocks? It's a package manager for Lua. Okay, so I also need this in addition to LazyVim. Here, let me help y'all out. I'm getting an error that says Lua Rocks is not installed. Need it. Does it conflict with lazy? Yep. I don't want to install it if I don't have to. Okay. What is Lua Rocks? Is that like the transpiler for the Lua language? Oh, so it's like the NPM of Lua. Got it. Okay, how do I know if I have Lua on my computer? I must. But okay, we can get this. Sure. Why not, broski? Why the heck not? I've downloaded every other thing. How many times do I download things that websites tell me I need to get something working? Sometimes it feels like all I do is just download shit. I mean stuff. My bad. Oops. Okay. Disable this behavior by setting homebrew. What behavior? What behavior is this supposed to clean up? Why would I not want you to clean up? Are you not going to tell me what you cleaned up? Brew, clean up, Lua Rocks. Okay, sure. Hide these hints. Bro, you're just doing a lot. Some of these messages really get me. Okay, well, they're trying to be polite, so thank you. Not gonna be mad at that. Okay, let's restart Neovim. And see if lazy, oops, my bad. Oh, shoot, cute. There, did too much, went too far. Okay, so we got to do lazy, lazy health. I want all green check boxes and check marks. I'm a completionist. Okay, think we are all good. Gravy, dandy, Gucci, Prada, and the rest. No complaints over here. Everything passes. I'm actually happy that this didn't cause any major stirs, because I definitely did not have an easy time like this when I tried to install anything with Neovim before. So I guess it's getting a little easier. I don't know what I was doing wrong, because I promise you I really followed the instructions the last time I tried all of this. And I don't know if anyone here was on the last stream that I did, or not the last one, but the recent ones. But I was really struggling. I was fighting for my life. I was sweating. And then I was like stressed out because I'm over here struggling with trying to get my Neovim configuration set up. First of all, nobody cares about whether my Neovim thing works. You know how weird that sounds if I go to work and I'm just like, oh gosh, I couldn't get Neovim working last night. No one cares. Right? So, and I'm on the stream struggling in front of people, all 10 of the people who watch my stream. The world is just awful. It's an awful existence. No, I'm just kidding. I'm being dramatic. But there is something weird about like when you're coding smoothly, it feels great to stream. But when you're struggling and you're just like, damn, there's a camera in my face, that does not help either. Is my mouth open? I'm probably heavy mouth breathing right now. I'm struggling. That's a lot of my experience over here on YouTube land. I got a question in the chat. Were you using Lazy before? No, I was using Kickstart. I was using this thing here. Sorry, that banana was taking my life. Ooh, that was a weird quote. Do not quote me on that. So, I was using Kickstart before, and I don't know if you're asking because you're interested in trying Neovim, but if you are, I would recommend using Kickstart first. Like, you don't need to stick with it. Just use it to like do your initial exposure to Neovim, because Kickstart, well, one, if they have a video that you should watch, which is this video right here. If you watch this video, they will explain everything you need to know about the basics of Vim, and then they will give you like a very simple setup that gives you like most of the general things you want to have, but it's not like so much that you get overwhelmed. They did a really good job at this. And the video is really great. One of the first things the video has you do is like actually go through a tutorial that's built into Neovim. And when you do that tutorial, you're gonna learn most of what you need to like do a ton of stuff. And then everything else you learn is just gonna be like details on top of that stuff. And what I did is I just took the stuff that I learned from watching that video, this YouTube video, and I made a cheat sheet for myself, which is this thing right here, this document. I just took all the stuff from that little tutorial that's built into Neovim, and I made basically like a reference guide for myself, and I just kind of grouped the different commands together based on what kind of command they are, so I can always just like zoom through this if I forget something. And then if I learned new commands, I just sort of added it to this list from there on. So yeah, if you use Kickstart, it'll still be kind of challenging because Neovim is just challenging, but it'll be way less like bloat. Like, I mean, the other frameworks, they seem cool now, but like when you're starting out, it's just like a lot of shit, basically. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the S word. So anyways, I don't care. So yeah, I highly recommend it though. I'm going to use Lazy now because now that I have a little bit more knowledge about just Vim and Neovim in general, I can see that this is actually the more appropriate option for what I need. One of the things you don't get when you use Kickstart is you don't get a whole lot of like specific stuff for the language you're working on or working with. You also do not get a lot of things like tab completion and like auto bracket creation. Like if you want to have both sides of your brackets created automatically and your cursor in the center, which we take for granted. But Kickstart doesn't have that in it. There's like a lot of like just really small convenience things that we might be used to from like VS Code that Kickstart doesn't have. But then you can just add those things as you become aware, but it becomes kind of like a lot if you're really like picky like I am. So that's why I'm kind of jumping to LazyVim, because at least it's going to give me a lot more of the generic toolage that I expect to have when I'm developing. And you know, like just having an easier time with like file navigation, all that kind of stuff. Like I don't want to have to think about those things. I don't want to have to put in like weird commands and stuff just to do those things. So yeah. Okay, so I think I'm done with that part. Now all I have to do is set up Golang for LazyVim. So I can just am I the only person who like kind of just uses AI instead of Google? I use Google still, but there's a lot of times when it's just like, okay, I'm looking for some information. I know that this is not even like a difficult question. I just need to know like a simple thing to do. And like when it comes to coding and like tutorials and stuff, sometimes AI gives better information than tutorials. I'm just saying, like, let's be for real. Sometimes it does. Oh, so you've been using Neovim for a while. Yeah, the setup is a ride. So it's interesting though, because I'm a teacher. So one of the things I always tell my students is like, when you're like a software engineer or a coder or a programmer, however you identify, you kind of have to learn to take challenges and obstacles, or at least digest them in a certain way, and to not personalize whether or not you succeed, but just try anyways. And so when it came to like Neovim, that was kind of it was not my attitude originally a year ago when I first tried this. It just wasn't. A year ago, I was just like, I'm gonna try it. I struggled with it for like a day and a half, and I was just like, this isn't even worth it. But now, like my current attitude that I'm trying to teach my students and also practice is more like, I'm okay with being terrible at this. I'm just gonna do it anyways. And y'all are just gonna have to watch me be terrible at it, because I'm not gonna stop until I'm not terrible anymore. You know, and I feel like that's the good attitude to have with Neovim. It's like if you're just going by like basic, like, does this feel good and is this easy, then you have no reason to use Neovim. At least it's gonna be really hard to convince yourself. But if you're just doing it because you like think it's interesting and you're just like really curious about like being more in charge of your own toolage and stuff, then Neovim's great, and like you enjoy more of the process than necessarily sitting there waiting for the outcome. Because the outcome of like its benefits, they might be things that are delayed. You might like I feel like you being a 2-year veteran of Neovim, you probably are experiencing a lot of benefits that, you know, you probably are really happy about because you've invested all that time into it. And that's where I want to be in 2 years. I don't need the gratification now. And actually I enjoy the struggle just a little bit. Okay, just a lot of it. But I do like pushing myself, you know, so I don't mind being like a beginner again in something, you know. Yeah, you just have to struggle through it, because the struggle is what you learn from. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Oprah. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree with that statement. That's probably the most wholehearted statement that I agree with that I've heard the entire day, and I'm not even joking. I always tell my students that they should not avoid the struggle zone. I feel like I need to trademark that. I feel like the struggle zone is like an epic part of the quest of growing. You know, it's like a definitive marker in your journey. When you get to the struggle zone, how you choose to deal with it, that is like a powerful thing, in my opinion. Okay, so I got this stuff here. I need to go to plugins and make a golang.lua. Okay, Lua/plugins. Oh, you know what? No, let's do this the other way. Yeah, I feel like I should have definitely started using Neovim and all this other stuff like way earlier in my career. I just wasn't thinking about being responsible for my own tools. I always I guess because I come from like a design background, and like when you're a designer, you don't think about you don't think about Photoshop, you think about using it, but you don't think about having to make it in order to do your design job, you know? And I feel like that's kind of a unique thing for programmers. It's like we can actually make the tools inside of the computer that we use to make applications. We can be involved in that, and I think that's a really cool thing. And it's also like a different place to be as a developer. You know, like to not only be engineering a solution for an end user, but to be able to engineer solutions for yourself so that you're more productive and able to like reduce the barrier from mind to expression as well through the crafting of your own tools. I don't know, something about that's just very compelling and powerful to me, you know. It's a very, very powerful place to be as a developer. Okay, so I need to go into my Lua folder and plugins, and in here I think I can still do A. Yes, we can still do that command. That command still works. We'll make a golang.lua. Something about the name of the Lua programming language just makes me not feel like it's a big real language, but that is actually so incorrect, because I learned that Lua is the fastest of the transpiled languages. It's faster than JavaScript and TypeScript. But the name of it just seems so non-powerful. I don't know why the word Lua just doesn't seem like, you know what I mean? That name doesn't scream, I'm that girl. You know, TypeScript sounds like I'm that girl, I'm her. Lua doesn't really sound like that to me. But apparently Lua is her. Lua is that girl, for real. So I might need to go learn some Lua later on. Okay, so we got this. This is the config. I guess this is all I need to put in here. Just like this. Okay, we're gonna try it. Oh wait, paste. See, I don't have any syntax highlighting for Lua apparently. Let me make sure it's giving me. I don't feel like this is all of it. Okay, well, we're gonna try it. I don't have a file name. What you talking about? Okay, I don't know what this thing is talking about. I thought I opened it up. Oh, I hadn't even opened it up. Nope, don't save it. Okay, we'll try it again. There we go. I don't know what file I was just in. I don't know what file I was just in or how that even got there. I'm so confused right now, but we figured it out. Bless my heart. Okay. Shoot. Yeah, I was about to save something. I had some. It wasn't even like an extension file or anything. It wasn't anything. What does this question mark mean? I have no clue what that question mark means, but it's fine. Okay, so we got that. Now I should be able to restart my Neovim session. Oh, dang. What are you doing? I don't know about this Wes term. My thing with this Wes term thing is like I can't slide the tabs, and like that's a big deal to me. I didn't realize that was a big deal until I couldn't do it. But Wes term, I don't know. This might be your last term. Let's reopen Neovim. Okay, it's installing. Oh, there was something else that I had. What was it called? it was another thing that I had that was gonna let me get some like other Golang stuff. Mason, that's what it's called. Mason LS. I like that name too. LSP config. So I think I can run Mason like this. No? Did I do it wrong? There we go. So I think there is some stuff I needed from this. Now, it didn't tell me here, but I just remember it. So let's see if it'll tell me. Don't I need some Golang, some stuff from Mason.Neovim for Golang? I feel like there was some stuff I needed, and I wonder why it didn't tell me. It says you're right. I know I'm right. See, I have to check you. Think you're smart since you know everything. Oh man, that was it. I'm like very sassy with AI. Lua is so sick. Legit is really fat. Okay, I'm gonna have to check out Lua. Did you open the buffer you're editing? I don't know if I opened up the buffer. I'm still struggling with my life here. I think I must have opened up a new buffer directly instead of opening it up with the file explorer like I thought I was doing. It says there was no file. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even know that was possible. Untracked file. Mason is good. Okay. Yeah, I remember having to do Mason. It was built into Kickstart. And I remember last time I was setting it up, I had to go do some stuff for Golang in there. At least that's what Claude had me do. So I'm just gonna do what it says here. Okay. Oh, Mason is already included, but here's what you need to install through it. Run these commands. Okay, I think I already have the go please, Gopolis. Okay, I do need a debugger. Sure, let's do it. I don't like that little sliding panel. I feel like now that I'm doing Neovim, it's making me like really picky because I have choices now. And I'm also responsible. So I'm like getting in my nitpicky bag, I guess. Sure, why not? I've never really been an opinionated developer around like tools and stuff like that. But I want to change that. I feel like having an opinion is a sign of mastery. Okay, so I have all these new ones. Oh, I could have done them all at once. Why didn't you just give me this command at the top? You know I like to read from top to bottom. My brain's an interpreter, not a compiler. Okay, anyways. So you have them automatically configure once installed though, but if you want extra, add this to Golang. Okay. That is a ton of curly braces. Hold on. Look at the stair step of this. Okay. Y'all keep saying that Lua is awesome. WTF is this? Look at this. Look at this. I don't even have to say nothing. My eyeballs do all the work for me. Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, you know, we all have our flaws. Good old Lulu is gonna be all right. Yeah. It's, you know, and I know this is not the literal thing I need to put in my Golang Lua file, so I'm just like, where do I even begin? But let's just go ahead and try to do it, I guess. So let's do that, and we got to put this in the Golang Lua file. I thought I already had this. Go please. Analysis. Yeah, I already have this. Except whatever this shadow thing is. I have more than this. Well, you tried to help. Okay, so I think I can just get out of this now. Let's go ahead and quit and restart. And just run Mason. Okay, all that's good. I think we might be in good shape. I guess there's only really one way to know. Let's go to my actual project. And let's see what happens if I open up one of these files. Okay, well, syntax highlighting could use some work. You know, she's a good 6.5 in terms of theme and color. At the ball, we expect 10s, but you'll get your 10s soon enough. We can work on this. We can work on this. We can work on this. Okay. Okay, cool. I wonder, how do I change the theme? Let's see. How do I change the theme so that I have better color stuff going on? I'm gonna give it a screenshot because I feel like AI needs to see this to really get what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Love a good screenshot. Love a good screen. Love a good shot. Love a good screen and a good shot. For layers, you can easily change color scheme. The most popular are Cat Poochin. You know what? You know, guys. You know, people. Cat Poochin. Okay, let's try it. So I need a color scheme.lua. Or what else can we do that is not? What does Cat Poochin look like? I feel weird typing this into the search engine. I don't want nobody showing up at my door. Let's do it. Let's do it anyways. Okay. I'm a dog person, so I'm a dog and cat person. Actually, I like cats too. Okay, I just want to see a screenshot, bro. Like, don't do all this stuff with me and the other things. I just give me a good screenshot. See, you give me all these options. I don't want to configure anything more, not visual at least. I don't want to think about that. I might use the same theme for the rest of my life. Just give it me something that looks nice and has different colors. This might be too much. Yeah, this is not the way to go. I already feel stressed out. Let's try Tokyo Night. I know that's a popular one. Tokyo Night. Oh man, I love Tokyo. I wish I could go back. Tokyo is so good. I like Kyoto. I like Osaka. Osaka is amazing. That's probably one of the best cities I've ever been to. Oh, these are, ooh, that's nice. I like that. I don't usually use a light theme, but that looks really good. I feel like people who use a light theme are like, I don't know, like weird or something. That's very judgmental. I'm sorry, I apologize. But light themes are crazy. Like, I feel like I would use a light theme if I'm like having a rough day and I'm just like super tired and I need something to keep me alert and awake, because a light theme will just definitely make my eyeballs like bulge. You know, it'll definitely wake you up. I feel like the cure to like a really lethargic day, like a really rainy lethargic day, is like a double shot or triple shot espresso and a light theme for your IDE. If you have those two things, you're going to make it through no matter how bad the night before was. You know what I mean? But that's not the life I live. So I'm good on the light theme. You can keep that. All my needs will be provided for elsewhere. Thank you. I'm not interested in doing business with you, sir. Good day. You got to do max brightness. Yes, max brightness, max contrast on a solarized light theme. The kind of setup that'll make you wear sunglasses, so you don't have to have another reason why you're wearing sunglasses, so that you don't look crazy. You just say, hey, my theme's too bright and I don't want to change it. I'm stubborn, and they'll see your light theme and they'll know for real. They probably need a pair of sunglasses too. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think okay, I feel like I've seen one person in my entire professional life, aside from maybe students and stuff, because they don't know any better. But I think I've seen one developer at an actual job ever who's used a light theme. I know they exist, but I just don't feel like they're real people, I don't feel like they're real people. Now, I've seen people be so into dark themes that all the windows for every app on their computer look the same. And that's a little bit excessive. Like when your Slack and your Zoom and your Photoshop and your browser all look like the same application because it's all dark mode. I don't like that either. I really just like subtle colors, subtle, deep colors. And I would like to not use blue because I feel like I need something like a warm color, like a purple or a deep red. So maybe this is not what I want. Let's see what else it's telling me here. Tokyo Night, Kanagawa, Kanagawa, Kanagawa. I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh, okay, that's Japan. Okay, something in Japan. This is the second Japanese theme. I want the actual Neovim though. Kaganegwa. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, purple is nice. Yeah, I like the color purple. Ooh, these are nice. Look at this brown one. I like that. Yeah, I like that. That's kind of like my current one. I love this theme for VS Code. I love this for us. I love this for me and in the entirety of my being. But this one was also really nice too. I'm just basically making my Neovim look like my VS Code. I'm better off just using the key bindings. I'm sure someone's going to tell me that at some point. They're going to be like, hey, why don't you just use the Neovim key bindings in VS Code? Why are you torturing yourself with this? Because I want to. Leave me alone. Let me do this. Okay, I think we've found a winner here. Winner, chicken dinner. I even like this one in the background. It's giving me like eggnog, which is also one of my favorite things in the world. I feel like eggnog is my astrological sign, to be completely honest with you. And this is definitely giving me like eggnog, Thanksgiving, mix a little bit of like brandy into it kind of vibes. There's a certain, okay, here from the comments, there's a certain point where you have so many Neovim plugins. It's just literally, yeah, basically. And you know what's crazy? It's like, I would rather go through the struggle of building something that I configure, at least partially on my own, than spending all my time like learning about the settings in VS Code. So for some reason, like I know you can actually do all these tweakings. VS Code is very like customizable, but for some reason that just, for whatever reason, seems less appealing to me than doing it all from nothing with Vim and Neovim. And it's probably both the same amount of effort. I think one of the things that VS Code kind of has going against it is that, was it like an Electron-based app, so it's remarkably slower. And then also the other thing too is like, I feel like if I just learn the Vim motions, even I could do that with VS Code too. But if I learn the Vim motions, then I'll be able to basically develop effectively on any computer that is like a Unix-based system, because I think all Unix-based computers come with Neovim or Vim on them. So then I don't have to worry about setup environment as much when I go from system to system, or if I have to like SSH to a system or whatever. I don't have to like go get like a bunch of stuff. Like my configs and stuff will be nice, but I'll still be able to use like just like the bare bones, hopefully. Yeah, there's a lot of plugins. You know, I was using IntelliJ for a while. I actually will use IntelliJ occasionally. I like to use IntelliJ if I'm working on something for like Java development. It is kind of nice to do some TypeScript development in IntelliJ as well. But I usually use it mostly for Java development. Yeah. And it is nice for that. Okay, so I got to do this here. Download with your favorite package manager. Okay. I don't know what this use command is. Okay. You know what? You know, guys, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't want to read all of this. I just want some colors. You're like, why couldn't you just make it easy? You think I would have spent all my time over here reading this? No, I want to work on my project. You're asking too much for me. Let's just see if Claude can help me out here. I'm sorry, I just gotta be honest. I can't lie. Don't want to lie about this. Just reading through all this. I'm like, yo, all I want is for different kind of colors and stuff. Even if I didn't get exactly this, give me something close. I just don't want to have to do all these steps. I'm sure it's worth it, but not for me. Is that color? Oh, carp yellow. Is that what that yellow is? That's a beautiful yellow, by the way. This yellow right here. I would buy a shirt or a sweater in this color. It's like egg yellow. Okay, let's have Claude help me out here, and I can kind of just like do the math in my head or whatever to figure out whatever differences are between this and what the GitHub says. So it's fine. I want to use. Can you walk me through the steps and show me exactly what to do, please? Please. Show me what to do, please. Thank y'all for coming by the channel and by the stream. I really, first of all, I don't know why anybody would want to watch my boring stream, because I've named it boring stream with the intention of it being just that. But it seems like some people are actually enjoying it over here. So thank y'all for coming by. I really love it. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I feel happy, I guess. A little bit. Just a teensy bit. Yeah, I really appreciate it though. Okay, so this is gonna have us make a new color scheme file. Okay, is that what this is telling me? Let's put these together. I just don't know about this step right here. I don't know what use means. Is use a thing I have to put in my Lua file? Let's open up a new terminal. I can do this. Oh, it's not in there. Okay. Where dot config. Okay, so I can come here and I can do down here. So am I supposed to do this in my init file? Maybe? Nope. Okay, not. My bad. Oops. Oh, we don't want to kill that. We want to do. Oh shoot, that was not what I wanted to do. Okay, wait, stop. Hold on. Okay. E or space? No, it's FF. We want to do. Maybe it's lazy. Oh, wow, Jesus. This must. Oh, this is for like the setup for the actual lazy package manager. Okay, so I don't need this. Okay. Cute. Okay, let's see what this had in here. See, why does this say something categorically different in terms of the quality and texture of the language? This is different from what this site says. And I'm pretty tempted. Let me go ahead and commit this first of all. Let's just say working. Oh, shoot. Okay, I thought I already did this. I thought I already set my remote. Okay. Sure. Oh, yeah, this is after I added the going. Okay, so we're good. We're good. What is this lazy lock.json? Is this like a way to handle the dependency map? Like a package.json? Package lock.json? I think that's what this is. Okay, cool. Y'all, I need a break. I'm verklempt. And it's also 12, almost 12:30. So I might be like having to wrap this up here pretty soon. Oh yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I gotta get off here pretty soon. I think I might do like just a little bit more just to get this this color theme thing working, and then I'm done for the night as well. So thanks for coming by, and I hope you come by again. And yeah, I really appreciate you over here. Okay. And for everyone else watching this now or in the future, don't go too far. But if you go anywhere, come on back to the wolf pack. I see you in a bit. Taking a break. Yo, yo, yo. What's up? What's good? What's Gucci? What's poppin'? You already know who it is. Or if you don't, then I guess that's cool too. It's just me, and I'm back. While I was gone, I may or may not have allegedly scarfed down 2 cups of yogurt, which were about 15 grams of protein apiece. I might not have done that in the time that I was away. And this spoon might or might not have been the spoon I ate it with. Well, excuse me. Oh, oof. It was raspberry, allegedly. So yes, that's neither here nor there. Let's get back into this. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try this. I feel safe to do it because I have committed and pushed my actual working configurations to GitHub in the event of a catastrophe. If this doesn't work, then I'm just going to call it, a loss for the night and restore my version and then just try the actual guide tomorrow when I have the capacity to do it. When I have the emotional availability is really what it is. Okay, so we're going to try it the Claude way and wish for the best. I hope it works. I think it might, but we'll just have to see. Okay, so in the plugins folder, we already have it open over here. I need to open up the file browser though. This is not the thing I want. It's not what I want. Okay, I don't want that either. I want something like this. How did I open up this? It's in the Neovim folder. There we go. Okay. So I want to go to this plugin or config. Wait, maybe I'm not in the right place. I need to do Lua plugins color scheme.lua. Oh, that was a good yawn. Yeah, tonight's sleep is going to be real good. It's going to be a good one. I already know it. I know I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. Ooh, I can't wait. Ooh, I can't wait. I just look forward to going to bed. Okay, so we got that. Gonna write that. Gonna write that. Okay, so lazy. Oops. I wish that this was better width. Oh, I see what's happening here. We need to close this thing. I'm gonna have to send an email to whoever works at Claude and say, hey, Claude, get rid of the sliding panel thing. The world doesn't need a sliding panel on your thing, okay? Because it's just really in the way most of the time. It wants to be helpful. I totally get it. I totally get it. It's just not working for me. Because I'm gonna have to see it every time I slide my mouse over here, and it's just gonna be really annoying. Once I put it on the left side of my screen. Okay. So I was looking for that command. Did I write this? I did write it. Okay. So we're gonna do lazy sync. Please don't give me an error. Okay, it worked. It worked. It worked. Okay, so I'll run these commands. Okay. So we could do this. Oh. There we go. There we go. Let me quit that. Okay, there we go. I want the cream colored one though. Let's see what my oh, that did not fix my syntax highlight. Maybe I'm asking for too much from this specific file. Maybe I need to go to a file that, no. Yeah, the syntax highlighting is off. Something is off about the syntax highlighting. Something's not working. Yeah, this isn't gonna work for me. Okay, maybe there's another issue going on here. What is the one in the picture though? I need the one in the picture. Is it Lotus? Maybe it's the Lotus one. Oh, okay. Now that I'm using it, I'm questioning my judgment earlier. It looked nice when it was small in the picture. I mean, even right now, I'm just like, ooh, just stop. Stop with all the shenanigans. Don't need your shenanigans over here. Let's try the dragon one. You know, dragons are cool, I guess. If you're in that kind of thing. Ooh. I kind of like that. We'll come back to it. I bet Wave's blue. I don't need another. The world does not need another blue theme. If I didn't have a blue theme for the rest of the year, I probably would not even think twice about it. But this is really nice. I actually really like this one. So this is the dragon. And it must have known that I like this one because it put this in here for a reason. Modify the color scheme line in the config. Okay. Alright, I got you. I got you. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60. Ooh, see, I could count. I could count. I can't spell, but I could count. Okay, there we go. WQ or W. Cool. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's just go ahead and end that. And Q. Let's just end this too. And see. Oh, nope, it didn't do it. Did I not save it correctly? Oh wait, we got a command still saved here. Oh, it was in here. There we go. Yeah, I must not have saved it correctly in there. Let's take a look again. Why does this have a question mark near it? Is it because of the get stuff? Oh, I know what I didn't do wrong. I'm so silly. I gotta actually change the thing in here. Oops. So we'll put Kanagawa -dragon. I should have kept that open, but it's fine. There you go. Okay, cool. See, this is a really a great, you know, example of like, you know, if AI can tell me to do something with more clarity than your guide, you know, like, I can't blame people for wanting to use it. I'm just saying. There's probably stuff in here that's great and good to know, but you know what I mean? Like, come on. I'm not doing all of that. Not right now. Maybe later. Maybe later I'll be like, oh, I regret not doing it your way, but Claude helped me. I'm fine with this. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so we're good for that. I think the last thing I want to figure out is like, I feel like I'm not getting the full range of syntax highlightation going on here. And I want to know, I just want to have a sanity check. So I'm just going to take one of these files here. And I'm just going to ask, see what Claude thinks. Because this is giving me very much like, even with the other color themes, it was like not giving much highlightation. This doesn't seem very useful as it is. So I expect to see some like yellow up in there somewhere, or some other colors for different things. Let me do this like this. You tell me. I'm gonna ask you, since you know everything, Mr. AI, Mr. AI bot. Claude is actually really good at analyzing images. It's like shockingly good. Like sometimes I don't even bother putting code snippets in there. Sometimes I'll just literally take a screenshot and just drop it in. You know. First, make sure Tree Sitter is properly installed for Go. Okay, I already have Go Please as well. Did I not have that in there before? Okay, let's retry it. Oops, I did too much. This is very tiny. Teeny tiny. There we go. Okay, I knew I wasn't tripping. These eyeballs have never done me wrong. So you cannot fool them. That's what I call real syntax highlight. Okay, we're good. We're good, Gucci and fine. Okay, so last thing I gotta do for the night is go to that directory with my Neovim configurations and commit that stuff. Oops, not that one. Don't RMRF it. That would be a disaster. Can you imagine? I guess I lost my command there, so we'll just do cd /.config /ndim git add git config. Oops, wrong command. Git commit. That's because I'm tired. Then we'll do added Kanagawa theme with syntax, with proper syntax highlighting. Git push origin main. Let's go here. And we're good to go. We're good to go, I think. Let me, okay, I gotta test out one thing, or two things actually. I'm gonna do it in the test file. Let me do this one. So if one of my first tests is if I get, okay, I got my curly brace, that's what I want, that's one thing I wanted. And then the other thing I wanted to have is to make sure that tab completion is done, or in here too, so we'll just try it here. Oh, that didn't work. But enter does. Okay, I guess that's fine. I was kind of wanting it to just actually... No, that doesn't work. Okay. Dot. But I can do that at least. Okay. I guess that's fine. I can get used to that. These are all my open buffers. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I like the way this looks. I'm more than happy with this. This is actually great. Feels good to use this. So far, all the Vim motions I know still work. My leader key appears to work, which I was having a huge problem with at first. Yeah, this went surprisingly smooth. Like, I'm really like kind of shocked, to be honest, because I just had the time, like such a hard time on Thursday and Friday. I was up basically until like 2 a.m. on Friday last week, like working on this. It really consumed my entire Friday night. So, okay, so when I come back for the next stream in the future, I'm going to continue working on this project, but I'm going to do it as my Golang stream instead of Neovim. And it's just going to be like a thing where I do all my code in Neovim, at least for my little projects. So I guess that means that this, for now, is the last of my like little Neovim streams, at least for this like little stint. And then, you know, maybe next time I have something really big I want to do, I'll get back into it. Oh, I know what's going to happen. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick with the Golang thing first, and then I'm going to do my secret new stream. But that's going to be in a couple weeks. So hopefully you'll stick around and not go too far. But if you do, always make your way back to the wolf pack. Ow! My name is Key. I'm signing out. Adios. If you're still here, do me a favor and go down to the description and fill out the survey. The survey I have is just to help me make this channel a better place, and I would love to get your feedback. It only takes like 15 seconds to do, and you'd be doing a huge favor for me, but also for the people that my channel will hopefully impact as well. Okay, I'll see you later.